our buddy Kyle Connor from Out of Spec Motoring and the Electric Performance channel got a chance to test the Mach E.
Yeah, so let's see it.
Hey, Zach and Jesse, it's Kyle. I'm driving the Mustang Mach E, and we are in Michigan. And, this is earlier than your viewers would be seeing this video, but we can't post the videos immediately, so you'll be seeing this a little after the fact. And check it out. This is the Mustang Mach E that we're driving right here. The current car that we're in is the extended range all-wheel drive. It's 270-mile EPA certified range. The rear-wheel drive configuration with this battery pack is 300 miles EPA, 99 kilowatt-hour installed capacity, 88 kilowatt-hour usable. So a real big buffer in the battery pack there. Not sure how I feel about that, but Ford has over-the-air updates to this vehicle to every module, much like we're similar to Tesla, like we're used to, and that means maybe we'll have a little bit of battery capacity increase as the cars hit the fleets and they become more comfortable with them. Everything Ford has done here is sort of been like under promise and over deliver. They've really shown great driving dynamics today. This is the first day we're able to share how it feels. I'm sitting on Copilot 360, so this whole drive, the car's actually been doing everything similar to an autopilot system like we would be used to. This is not going to be full self-driving. It's not pushing the boundaries of technology, but you can look here on the screen and you can see this bubble around the car, and that's saying that, hey, it's actually taking care of everything. Now, right now, this system is not hands-free, but through an over-the-air software update, if you have the prep package, you got to order the car with this package. It comes on all mid and high spec Mustang Mach-Es. You get this little infrared sensor here, and it does eye tracking, and this will come out middle 2021. Other features of the car, you have this screen here, routes you through all the fast chargers. It also includes real-time charging status, which is great, so you know if the charger works when you arrive there, and it will tell you how long you need to charge at each stop to make it to your destination. So I'm very pleased with that. It's something a lot of automakers get wrong, and Ford has spent a lot of time making sure this car is easy to get around in. Now, our predictive range calculation here is purely a guessometer. You can see we're at 49%. It's predicting 98 miles, so around 200 miles on a full charge. And I'd say in these weather conditions, driving it like you know how I drive EVs, that's probably pretty accurate. Running heated seats, running heating, it's 45 degrees outside, the roads are wet, we've been cruising at high speeds, and I'd say that's very good. Ford claims that this predictive range calculation factors in our navigation, elevation, wind, weather, traffic, more variables, more data points than almost any other range calculation. So they're committed to basically making sure no one ends up on the side of the road thinking they had more range than you do. We've heard tons of stories about this from any car drivers, from guessometer vehicles and rated range calculation vehicles. And they're really taking a pretty good approach in that setting. I have one pedal driving, so if I take it out of this setting, for example, I can lift off, we get a ton of regen. It'll bring us all the way to a stop and blend in friction brakes for a hold, and yes, it will drift. Even in the unbridled setting, you have 3 driving modes. You have engage, whisper, and unbridled. Unbridled, this is sort of like eco, normal, sport, more or less. In the unbridled settings, it backs off some of the safety systems so you can throw this thing around. You know, the heart of the Mustang is it's a performance brand for Ford. Is this really a performance car is what we're here to find out. Now, granted, we'll have to get it out on the track in North Carolina and see how this thing really feels when we start pushing it. But I would say on first impressions, driving it relatively aggressively, at least in safe places on the street, it has all of the makings of the right DNA. It's got the instant acceleration, really strong acceleration. Keep in mind, this isn't even the GT version. We'll see a much faster powertrain than this coming in the near future. And the driving dynamics are, they have to be good. They put the Mustang badge on there. The steering is a notable positive. You turn in, turns in sharp, holds the line really well. Great steering feedback, great weighting in the steering as well. The brake pedal blending between the regen and friction brakes is almost seamless. I would say it's not quite Porsche Taycan levels of seamless, but it is almost there, where you would never notice it in daily driving, the blending point between regen and friction brakes. Honestly, there's not much to dislike here. It looks great. I love this grabber blue color of the example we're driving here, and I'm so happy that Ford is finally releasing their first solid, non-compliance electric vehicle. This is a great effort, And I gotta say, I'm impressed on first glance. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, and I can't wait for you guys to experience the car yourself. Hey, Zach and Jesse, I wanted to show you the outside of the car now after driving it really quickly. Take a look, here it is, the Grabber Blue Mustang Mach-E. This one, of course, is the first edition car. So I love this blue paint, really nice. You can see the clear taillights around the back, Mustang badge, of course. And we're doing a DC charging test right now for our inside EVs. And this is where we go 0 to 100% state of charge and map the charging curve of the vehicle. And so far, it's actually a little unimpressive on the curve. Initially, it charges at 150, 160 kilowatt we saw, and then it sits at 100. But the nice thing is it seems to be holding 100 kilowatt pretty deep, at least, into the pack so far. So it's not really that bad, not the end of the world here. But take a look at the car around. We'll show you the back seat, we'll show you the trunk, of course. Here's the back seat. If you want to see how these door handles work, they're pretty cool. Timon can show you. The door pops open with this. Interesting thing, when you pop the door, you can't actually close it back on itself. So if your fingers are in there, they're not going to get caught, which is really nice. They have to be physically opened up. The back doors have a nice soft material behind here. Interestingly, Ford did a study, of course, another focus group, that children never use door handles. So they said, well, let's just not ruin the design and ruin aero. We'll just give them a little button and they can just grab it. And that's the best way they found.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips. You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Mondays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below to head over to the Now You Know channel.